also saw them in the context of our own lives, not just within the life of the project, but within our own lives. As educators, being involved in this project, which I think is something I suppose to name as well in the room today, that these kind of challenges and things that we face are also, I suppose, a part of our work as educators. But the first thing that we looked at, and here's a picture of the hot cross buns. So we saw this as our starting point, which was people coming together. So for us, this project and our work in this project is the buns, which is the collective people coming together. And they're on the plate, and as Fija said earlier on, the recipe's there. These are made, the accompaniments are there. So we saw the toppings, the butter, the jam, as things that we add as we go along. So that for us, in our part of the project, has been working with the people on our advisory group. So just to remind the group again, that our goal, as Camilla mentioned there, is about supporting capacity building with staff, educators in adult and community education, and we're supporting them through CPD, Continuous Professional Development, so that mainstream education opportunities can be available for adults with intellectual disabilities in the community. So we've been working, I suppose, in collaboration with DFI, as Tony mentioned earlier on, with stewards as well, as part of bringing together an advisory group. So some of the outcomes for us so far have been getting people in the disability service sector, higher education, further education, adult education together in this space to create a course. So this is the people coming together. And we've also got experiences, like Petra mentioned, that we can draw on from IO5 as well, to add to our experience. And also, I suppose, like KVPS have stated in their poster, we believe that adults that we're supporting and adults with disabilities are experts in their own lives. So we're working from quite a similar ideology in terms of our approach, which is this light bulb here. So couldn't find a bulb exactly, but we've a light. Which this, for us, informs everything. So part of the success for us and good ways of working have been our approach. And as I suppose Alex has mentioned as well, that kind of way of seeing people has been so fundamentally important. So how we see people, how we see abilities in education. And we so far have found that the challenges for us, it's been a balancing act in our own lives. So we talked about our lives, and here it says replying to emails, morning meetings, calling the babysitter, picking up the kids from school. That being also a part of a balancing act for us and the people we're working with as well in this project. So we're working with Irish partners and European partners as well. And we found that some of the successes for us have also been support. Support from DFI, support from stewards as well in coming together. So what we've done is we have brought people together, and we have adults with different abilities who will be engaged in training with us coming up in May of this year. So the adults are going to be trainers with and without disabilities, who will be working with a tutor group, so an educator group of people in May. And what we're going to be doing is delivering a 2-day course, short course, on a support and awareness program for educators working already in adult education, in supporting educators to be more inclusive in their teaching, their learning and assessment as well. So that's our goal. And we're on the path. We're not there yet. But it's been a process, and I can just see this here. Our curriculum is not something that we give to the group and we just put it there for people to take from. This has been a process. So the learning for us has actually been in the process. people with and without intellectual disabilities coming together to create a space for shared learning. So over the past few months, since we met in Sofia in November, we have been coming together to work on not only what activities go into the course, but also back to this, how do we see education? So part of our work to support the educators is coming together as a group. And we will do a 2-day course in May as well. So that's just a general update. You can see here we have a title called the Loopy Library. And this is, I suppose, representative for us of some of the literature that we've looked at to support and inform our course. So some of the literature we've looked at also, like Alex has as well, is this idea and I suppose what we know to be educators for us, the fear factor. The fear also being from educators that I won't be able to include people with disabilities in my class. How do I include all adults of all abilities in my class? So we're, I suppose, coming in to support educators to realise that it's not just a skills gap. So we have a picture of buttons here, a skills gap, that it's not the lack of skills that's there. It's the approach, and that's what we're hearing so far. So that's been one of our outcomes, is that the approach of an educator in facilitating inclusive education is absolutely fundamental. So that's one of the things that's come out for us so far. Also, one of the things that's been successful for us is, like Stuart this morning, which was, I suppose, shown to us brilliantly, was the planning and pre-meetings. So supporting our trainers, so we would have adults coming in to do training with us, and that part of supporting training would be absolutely so important, and that's something that we have noted as well as been successful from our point of view so far. And also the challenges, so we have a picture here of a maze, and we have the Titanic ship. So the Titanic ship, sometimes we felt that we're on the ship, it's going down, but we get back up again. And that was just a metaphor for us that we used to capture that this morning. So for us, it's been a process of bringing people together, but also knowing when to help, ask for help and support as well. So one of the other challenges for us has been really the system. So for us, we have a building here, and the system for us as being, for example, lack of access, some of the things that we've experienced even over the course of the last few days is access and system challenges for us. So that's just really a summary of where we were at. And to invite any questions, if anyone has any questions for us at this time.